Good morning, everybody. It's Shelly. I am going to be doing some tarot card pulls, and also I have this little deck. I guess they're like business cards, but I'm trusting the process. I know that everything aligns for my highest good, which I know we all have hindsight where we had some sort of devastating or negative thing happen, and then we look back and we're like, wow, that pushed me into my next phase of life, and how amazing that was. So even though we might be going through it at the time, it's I've gotten to the point where I know that every time I'm going through it, something negative happens, something falls apart in my life. It only lasts for a little while, because I'm like, something else is coming. Like, something had to, like, fall off and be gone and get out of my life so I could move on to the next amazing thing. So, with that said, with that little card pulled, let's pull a few cards out of my Everyday Witch deck. My Everyday Witch deck. This is like one of my favorite decks. Let's cut. That's where it wants to split. So let's see what we got. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. The Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords, I keep looking down because my screen is down here, so I'm like looking at myself and making sure I have the card focused and it's not like picking up a bunch of reflections and stuff. And because it's opposite, so I'm like, where do I put the card? Anyways, the Three of Swords is great because this one is about someone coming in and messing everything up. It could be a relationship, like a third person coming into a relationship. This could be someone just disturbing your peace and quiet. This could be someone telling you that what you're doing is messed up. So this is just about like letting go of that person. And it could also be the person, if it was like a cheating situation, it could be letting go of the person that cheated on you, not just that third person that you might not even know. But this is about letting go of people and situations that are not serving you, that are actually like doing you wrong. So yeah, that's a really good one. So that's the universe aligning with you. If you're with someone and you're just like, I just don't know if this is going to work out, and then they cheat on you, that is a huge sign. It's not going to work out. It's time to let go of that because there's something better for you. So in 5 years, when you're like married to your soulmate, you'll be like, oh my God, why was I even hanging on to that person? That's crazy. This is another amazing card for that whole subject. This is the Four of Cups. So this is about relationships, situations. The cups are usually about relationships, so it's about, people in your life. So this guy is just fretting over these three cups. He doesn't know what to do with them. He has all these tools on the wall to deal with them, but he can't even pick any of them up. And here's this kiddo, this young person that's like, hey, what about me? Or what about this cup? Have you seen this cup? This cup's perfect. You don't have to do anything with it. So this is about like, stop fretting, stop gossiping, stop focusing on the people or the situations in your life that just aren't working. Because there's new ones to be offered. Just like I just said, like, you're going to find yourself in a new situation in 6 months from now, 5 years from now. I was just talking about this because on the 7th of November, which is also my mom's birthday, is when we moved to the big city. And when we did it, it was a forced move. We had to leave the house that we, thought was going to be our forever house where our grandkids were going to come home to and all that good stuff. And we had to leave that house and move to the big city, which we were so scared. We were not doing well financially, obviously, because that's what forced the move. We weren't doing good in our relationship. Our kids were pissed off that we were leaving, and we came up here, and it's 15 years later, and we love it. We are all four of us are so grateful that we made this move. There's been so many opportunities. There's been, the kids are grown now, and they're both in great relationships, and, you know, they have the lives that they love, and they had all kinds of opportunities to be themselves and do new amazing things in life. My dogs are gonna bark, so that's just part of it. This is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So this is just kind of like holding fast, like, especially with money right now. Like, don't go invest a bunch of money on something that you think is going to work. I'm kind of famous for this. I am like an opportunity junkie. I'm always looking for like the next thing that's going to make a bunch of money. And that's where I just get so stuck because I'm not looking at what's going to make me happy. What do I enjoy doing? I'm just like, this looks so easy. And then I get into it and I'm like, I hate this. This is so dumb. Why did I even start this? Like my reselling career, I resell clothes. I love it. And I keep trying to like push to make it like this, you know, huge business. And then it just kind of falls apart because then I get stuck in the grind. And when I slow down and go, wait a minute, I like fashion, I like finding certain things, I have a really good eye for certain things, and when I slow down with that, that's when I actually make the money. When I'm like listing things I enjoy, when I'm interacting with people I enjoy in that community, and when I start pushing really hard is when, you know, it gets crazy. So I was actually just last night looking at a jewelry lot for $600 for all this jewelry, which is probably a really good deal, but I already have probably 150 pieces of jewelry that I'm not doing anything with. And I have to just hold myself back and go, why in the heck would I go spend $600 on this huge lot of jewelry that I don't even know what to do with the jewelry I already have? I'm not even doing anything with it because I don't enjoy jewelry the way I enjoy fashion and clothes. So this is just your sign to hold back. Don't invest on something that you're just like, bleh, like, oh, I should just do this because it looks good and it might make a bunch of money. No, if I get this jewelry, it's just going to get thrown in a box and put to the side, and I'll be on this constant, like, guilt and disappointment with myself because I'm not listing the jewelry. I'm not doing a whatnot show for the jewelry. Why am I not doing this? Well, my whatnot audience isn't buying jewelry. They're buying clothing. So I'd have to like start with this whole new audience. Anyways, I'll draw one more card. I know that I stick myself into these readings a lot, but that's just I'm coming from experience, and I feel like even if this reaches like 2 or 3 people that are in the same experience that are like, I need to do something bigger. Oh, this looks really good. I'm going to do this. This is just like, hold back. It's time to like get rid of some of the things in your life that you need to get rid of. People, situations, jobs. Let some things fall apart so you can really see where you need to be. The last card I'm going to pull is the Emperor reversed. And this is just a lot of people. This doesn't really refer to me. I mean, it refers to me a little bit as far as like my husband goes. Not that he's like the boss of me or my king or whatever. He's a best friend. We're equals. We have a ton of fun together. I absolutely like best friend. Love him so much. But this is just like, don't listen to what they're pushing you to do. And I feel like this is more for someone else that's out there listening to this, that this is a father figure that's like telling you what to do with your life. And you're just like, but I don't want to do that. And they're like, but this is the practical thing to do. This is what you're supposed to do. You know, if you don't do it this way, you're just going to be another, you know, loser in the world. And this card, because it's in reverse, is telling you, don't listen to that. Do your thing. You're not going to be a loser if you're happy. If you're happy, you know, just like eating what you can afford and a couple outfits and living in a tiny house and enjoying painting all day or whatever, then do that. You don't have to be rich to be happy. You have to be happy. You have to enjoy the time that you're given and make it your own. So that's just This one's just kind of out there for someone that might just have like a father figure or a husband or some sort of male influence that's just pushing you so hard to do the next thing, but you just don't feel that it's right. It's time to listen to your intuition and do your thing. So there you go. I know that everything aligns for my highest good. So remember that. When you have things fall apart, when I lived in that small town, there were so many times I tried to get out and I ended up going back. And when I ended up going back the last time is when I met my husband, and a few years later we got married, and a few years later we had our first child. And that was like my dream, was to be a mom. And if I would have not come back to my hometown, I would not have met the guy that is my best friend. So it all aligned. Even though I went off, I went to beauty school, I tried to do nails, I sucked at it. This nail right here is proof that I suck at it because I started doing my own nails and this morning it fell off. So I'm actually going to make a nail appointment today and go get my nails done again because I'm like, I can do my own nails, and then I'm like, I don't want to do my own nails anymore. So that's just like a little tiny thing that I'm letting go of. But the big things are like jobs and partners and places that you live. So the universe is aligning for your greatest good. You have to remember that. You have to go with the flow. I'm trusting the process is the other side of the card. So you have to trust that process and know, instead of going, oh no, what's going to go wrong now? Go, what's going to go right? Where's this going to lead me? What opportunities am I going to have with this? This is exciting. Like, when you start looking at it like that, this is exciting. Like, what new adventures am I going to go on with this change in my life? Then it just opens up all the possibilities, and you let go of all that stress and anguish and, feeling like you're a disappointment or a failure. You're not. You're just moving on. We all have to change. We change constantly. Like, I was a mom for years, and then the kids moved out, and I was like, oh no, what do I do now? And then I found myself doing other things that I absolutely love. So you just have to take every, era, every section of your life and enjoy it. Okay, with that, I'm going to let you go. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all the things that go with this video. Bye!